Once again, I'm back. Back in the sun. The sun is back. You know what today is? It's a Throwback Thursday. With the alliteration still. Knocking them out the park. No, for real. It is hot out here today. It's like 20 degrees. There's barely any wind. I still got the little fluffy on just in case. Keep the sound consistent, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the last time I remember this, actually, speaking of throwback, the last time it was this hot, it was last summer. Remember last summer? No, nobody remembers last summer because we weren't outside. Well, I was, because I was breaking the law. Actually, last year, throwback to last year, when everything kind of started, I did a couple of things ahead of the wave because I saw what China was going through like super early and thought, well, if China's having this kind of a response, like basically just like militarize their cities, threw everybody inside, went around the cities with like blowing disinfectant all over stuff, breaking into buildings and just spraying everybody while they worked. I was like, this shit's gonna get nasty. So with the early posts coming out of like some underground sort of Chinese people blowing the whistle, just talks of the government doing certain things, certain electives moving to an island, isolating, shit like that, I jumped the gun and I built a PC. I built a PC ahead of time, like a gaming rig, and bought some graphics cards, all that stuff. So lo and behold, a year later, graphics cards are a rare commodity because of the lockdowns, the production. So I had a PC ahead of time. So when everything went into lockdown and work shut down for a little while, I went online and started learning IT stuff and got part way through that and then jumped back to work and kind of put it on the sideline, which I should probably complete and get a certification just in case, because that will always come in handy. And if anything, I can do it as a part-time job because hopefully sooner or later I will have enough time to do extra work, which would be fucking great. So throwback to last year, summertime, I was outside a lot. And if you remember in July last year, August, all the COVID numbers were like, low. I wonder why. Why? Because people were outside and they were soaking up vitamin D, and you can't really pass COVID when you're outside in the sun because the UV light kills the virus basically on contact. Imagine, why would you be told to stay inside? Maybe because the pharmaceutical companies needed a boost. And when you provide an ailment and just so happen to have a solution for selling more drugs, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a great idea, Mr. Gates. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just think that's a bit funny for a conspiracy theory. So throwback to what else? What else I used to do in the summertime? I used to work security in the summertime. Summertime used to mean outdoor festivals, rave parties, concerts, outside all the time. A lot of events. I used to work nighttime though, so I don't really like the sun, to be honest. I'm not a sun person. Raw is not my favorite. You understand? Raw, you got it? I'm not gonna tell you. You have to look it up. R-A, Google it. Not my favorite. I prefer cloudy. I don't mind it warm. Warm is cool. Or if it's sunny, I like it windy, so it can cool me off a little bit. But I don't like hot. 15 degrees is enough. Good sunny day, or a good warm sort of, I say sunny and 15, 20 and like windy. I don't know. But direct sunlight, I'm not a big fan, even though I need it for my vitamin D intake. Just not for me. Especially not when, like, throwback again, 2 years ago, when I went to Wonderland all the time. Wonderland is like a theme park here in the area. Some of you may know, some of you may not. And I bought a season's pass, and that year, I think it was the first year I was at Paradigm. Yeah, the first summer. The second summer got kind of like messy because I started dating somebody, and that was not so great. Didn't like roller coasters, so we didn't go a lot. I didn't want to go alone. And I sort of wanted to spend time. I guess it was my choice. Really was my choice, because I chose to spend time rather than just go by myself or with other friends. But anyways, I bought the pass and didn't even get to use it much. I did go with a few people, so that was cool. But I miss that part, right? Like, I miss being able to go on all the rides, but to go back to the sun when you're waiting around for theme park and it's brutally sunny, that's like instant skin cancer. Because it's not all covered, right? Like, you need to be able to bring something to wear that can cover you up, and then if you do, then you're too hot, and then if you're not in the sun, you got to carry an umbrella, and umbrella's fucking awkward, and you can't bring it on the ride, and you can't put it anywhere. It's like, fuck. Make some of this stuff practical, you idiots. I don't need a sign to change every 3 years. I know where I'm going. Don't change the graphics on my bag of chips. Fix the fucking air pockets that are in it. Consider making the chips thicker so they don't break. Fuck. Don't change the packaging all the time. Marketing. All the money is spent on marketing and not nearly enough on improving the goddamn product. Improve the product. We want people yapping in our face all the time, telling us to buy shit, convincing us that we need it. Invest in the quality, for God's sakes. Anything that's like super good quality will sell itself. Just look at the 80s and cocaine. Nobody had to advertise for cocaine. People were just buying it up. You don't have to advertise for drugs. If I'm going to take a comedy skit out of Chris Rock's repertoire, dealers offer drugs. You don't have to sell drugs. You have to sell a car. You have to convince someone they might need this car versus that car. But drugs sell themselves. People just want them. Why? Because it has an amazing effect. They sell themselves because the product is worthwhile. It has an inherent value. If you make something that's inherently value, people will go after it. Why you spend so much money on advertising, signs, and sending people all over the world? And, oh, let's take a flight here and convince people and have a talk. Let's talk for 2 hours about the new ShamWow. Fucking people don't need marketing. They need better quality stuff. If you're gonna get stuff in the first place, like planned obsolescence, I guess, like people just want it to break so you can buy more. Buyer beware, don't buy junk. You'll have to buy more of it eventually, and if that's part of the marketing plan, guess what? They want you to buy more shit. Wonderland. Tangent much? Spools. Big ass cables and or underground piping. They've been doing a lot of construction in the area, so I get to see some stuff changing. It's kind of cool. Big spools. I remember back in the day, Throwback, I used to play pool. Yeah, those pool halls in my neighborhood, I used to go there at night, and yeah, it was fun. I used to play pool every once in a while. I guess every month, I would go once. But this is back when I lived in different neighborhoods. And I'll tell you, this is the thing about living in different areas. And I've lived in Toronto pretty much my whole life, since I was about 4 years old. I'm not saying how old I am now. Too bad. Yeah, and I've lived in different neighborhoods, mainly around the Etobicoke. If you're looking at Toronto as an area, Etobicoke is on the west side of that area, and pretty much the whole time. So when I moved away from my buddy's place who had the pool hall, I kind of stopped playing. It wasn't like I need to go seek out a pool table to play. I wasn't that into it. But more so than playing pool, because I don't play many sports. Bike riding. Yeah. Being out on a mountain bike and just enjoying the wind and the speed and being able to explore the city a little better and get into these different areas. Shit, even shopping, grocery shopping was easier. You just get on a bike and go. Like, I might even do that. Like, this street's super long. I must walk, what is it, 15 minutes pretty much every day? 15 minutes, I'm walking 2 kilometers from work, just about, give or take. Every day. I could probably just get a bike, a small bike, and just keep it at work and bike ride. But then my videos would be shorter. Do we want that? I don't know. Maybe you do want shorter videos. Or maybe I could just bike ride home and then it would be super long. You'd have to subscribe to my Patreon for that kind of content though. I could do these short 10 minutes for you YouTube people, but then the special VIP people and the Patreon can get longer videos. So I could do like live chat, just tell you what's going on. You know, there's a market to this thing. Speaking of marketing. Throwback to like 5 minutes ago. Hello, wasn't this guy just talking about how marketing is bullshit and fucked all marketing? And I'm not just marketing to you? Welcome to Inception. You see how my mind works? Dun 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 dun. Yeah. But this week has been exciting. I'm gonna miss my first bus. Fuck, I'm not running for that one. That sucks. Well, this week has been exciting. There's a couple things that are on the table that I'm gonna do. The sound system's a little bit on pause. A couple things came up, but I am gonna replace one of the damaged speakers, so that's cool. Sadly, something happened during the process or packing or whatever, and something happened to the speaker, so I'm gonna get it replaced, which is good. They are gonna honor that. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna keep them per se. I might sell them to somebody else that really wants them. I might actually go to a completely different brand if I'm honest, because I want to build a different kind of sound system. Powered monitors. That way the amplifier and the cables and like all that stuff is all combined. It's gonna be nice if I can work it out. But it is approaching Friday, and on that note, this Throwback Thursday has been brought to you by the goddamn sun. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, let me know what last summer was like. Even though things were shutting down, and did you get out in the sun? Do you know? Would you normally go to cottages? Do you explore areas of the city or just outside? Like, you know, what do you do to escape this kind of thing? Like, throwback to like when you could actually go do shit. Theme parks, vacations, cottage, swimming in the lake, bike riding by the beach, any kind of fun stuff, right? So let me know in the comments what you think, what you got planned for summer if they let you out. That'd be nice, right? Can't wait for that. I'll see you guys in the comments. I appreciate you being here and thanks for watching. My accelerated growth towards 1,000 members is rather slow, but you know, I can wait. It's worth it. Have a good community. I'd rather have a good community, a good quality community of good people, than I would like 10,000 assholes where I have to debate and manage my comment section because people just want to be really judgmental, and we don't need that. So thank you for being good people. I really appreciate it, because leading by example is amazing. This is what we need to do, and not be tolerant of people being immature or unnecessary or just any kind of bullying or anything like that. We don't need that anywhere. So if you see it going on, just squash it. Present a better opinion, present a better behavior, lead by example while we're out here. That's all I could ask for. That's all I want from my community. Just be a better person and lead by example. Cool. Check you guys in the next one. Tomorrow's Friday. Be excited. Be excited.